At the request of so many of you, my girls and women out there in Uganda, Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Cameroon, and the Philippines, I'll be running a series of videos here and on self-esteem. I'll also have the pleasure of answering most of the questions you've sent in. I took time to put those questions together, and there were approximately 200 questions, and 90% were self-esteem related questions. So we will be doing that on this video, and the rest of them will come in subsequent videos. So let's get straight to business. The first question is coming from Uzoma, and Uzoma is from Nigeria, and she asks, what is self-esteem? Self-esteem is actually how we value ourselves. It's how we perceive our value to the world and how valuable we think we are to the people around us. For instance, how is your self-image? Is it of confidence or insecurity? What are your thoughts about yourself? What are you spending time thinking about yourself? What is your opinion about yourself? Are you still one of those people who is living based on other people's opinions of her? And how do you carry yourself? Answer those questions, guys. And so our next question is, why self-esteem? Did you have any experience with low self-esteem? And this is coming from Beatrice, and she's from Kenya. Yes, I had an experience with low self-esteem, but I was taught with the first part, which is why I place so much emphasis on low self-esteem. And one of the reasons is because I know that self-esteem is the most important part of every human being's life. It's like an anchor which holds us together. Without a healthy self-esteem, you are nothing. You are just like a living corpse. You don't know your purpose because you don't know who you are. Without a healthy self-esteem, many parts of your life will be affected, like your relationship with others, your trust in others, your work, and so many other things will be affected. So it's very important to have it on the healthy side. I also talk so much about it because it's something that's more fundamental than the normal ups and downs that we have in our lives. And the reason is because ups and downs will always come. But you want to have your self-esteem on the healthy side so that when these challenges come, you will be able to stand the test of time. And part B of her question, of Beatrice's question, was if I've had an experience with low self-esteem. And that is an absolute yes, I did. At some point in my life, my self-esteem was at the lowest. And that was when I had my child as a teenager. In my community, it's not acceptable, it's a taboo. So when this happened to me, I was immediately stigmatized and treated like an outcast. So many derogatory words were used to me, like I'll never amount to anything, I was useless, and things like that. And this greatly damaged my self-esteem. I was broken, I was really broken. But I had a family who did not only understand the importance of forgiveness, but who were able to reach down into the trash can, pick up all those broken pieces of me, piece me back together and make me whole again. So I stand tall because they gave me their shoulders to stand on. So I created my NGO and also wrote the books as a way of reaching out to so many girls, because I know there are many girls and women out there who are broken. They do not have the privilege I had. I have instead known of girls who've been disowned because they had children out of wedlock, and that is really damaging. So I am here to reach out to so many girls and women around the world to make them know that we can fall but rise again. And even the worst form of low self-esteem can be restored. So our next question will be, from Gideon. Oh, we have a guy in the house, guys, and he's from Uganda. And his question is, where does self-esteem come from? Self-esteem can come from the many experiences that we have in our day-to-day lives. Some of them are positive, some are negative. We can also trace low self-esteem back to childhood. Unfortunately, there are many people who have very poor upbringing. Some have very traumatic experiences in their childhoods, like rape, female genital mutilation, breast ironing, verbal and physical abuse, child slavery, and many other things that are affecting women around the world. They do cause big damage to anyone's sense of self-worth. And it's not also uncommon to develop a low self-esteem as adults, especially when these things happen unexpectedly. For instance, loss of employment, divorce, maybe you filed for bankruptcy, or you lost your home and become homeless. And you tend to internalize all of these things and start thinking that you are the cause of all the bad things that are happening in your life. So all of these things can greatly affect self-esteem. And moving on, our next question is from Janet, and Janet is asking from Cameroon. And she asks, could you please differentiate between high self-esteem and low self-esteem? High self-esteem, or you can call it positive or healthy self-esteem, is that which gives us the strength and flexibility to take charge of our lives and grow from our mistakes without the fear of rejection. And when you meet people with a positive self-esteem, you will just immediately tell they are not lousy, but they are just confident. They believe in themselves and their abilities. They have this sense of self-direction. They are very optimistic about life. They have the ability to solve problems. They don't have a problem being criticized or ridiculed. They have an ability to accept mistakes, and make corrections. They are independent people, and they also know their strengths and do accept their weaknesses. They're not those kind of people that claim that they know all. These people also know that they can learn from their mistakes, and they also know that they don't have to be perfect, because perfection is just word, it's not realistic. There are people who are able to say no without any problem. But low self-esteem is on the other side of the coin. It's the direct opposite of high self-esteem. It is a debilitating or weakening condition that keeps individuals from reaching their full potentials. And people in this category think or look very poorly about themselves. They are very negative. They always think they are not worthy. They always think they are incompetent or incapable. And they are very jealous and envious people. Yep. So these are the traits of fellows with low self-esteem. However the case, the good news is that there are so many ways in which a low self-esteem can be raised to a high self-esteem. There are so many ways in which a damaged self-esteem can be restored or repaired. So I want to invite you to come with me on this journey. It's an empowerment journey. It's just a continuation of the work that I do with girls and women around the world. I write so much about self-esteem in my books. I talk so much about it in my workshops and conferences. And this is yet another forum for me to continue to talk about it. And this is not going to only answer the questions that are coming in from these many girls or women, but will also reach out to many other girls who are stuck in the shackles of low self-esteem. Many of the girls that have sent in these questions are girls that are broken, they've been raped, they've gone through so many of those self-esteem damaging things and are seeking for ways to get out of it. So if you will be so inspired to share your story of low self-esteem and how you graduated from low self-esteem to high self-esteem, that will be so appreciated. You can leave a comment underneath the video. And I just want to thank you for watching, and don't hesitate to share, especially if you know someone around you who is struggling with low self-esteem. Please share with them. And I just want to thank you again. And my name is Marie Claire Kuja.